What is going on, everyone? DJ's here with another Advanced Wars Days of Ruin replay on tinywars.com on CD-ROM. Yes, we're back to Days of Ruin replays today. Got a new little interface. You guys can see some new crap. Should be a little more easy on the eyes. So, in my last Days of Ruin video, some of y'all are in the comments section asked, "Hey, DJ, I don't mean to be a bother, but could you show some games with more naval units? Just maybe one little battleship, maybe a carrier or cruiser or two, pretty please." And I decided to heed the call. Today, we're looking at a naval map right here called Rice or Noodles. I don't quite understand the name, but you can bet your ballsack there's going to be a lot of naval units. This is a naval-heavy map. You guys might have forgotten, but you can actually go through bridges with battleships, cruisers, carriers, whatever the hell on this map. So you can weave through the middle, through these temporary ports and through those bridges. So naval units, they can go pretty much everywhere. However, battleships and some other ships, they cannot cross these beaches or shoals or whatever the hell you call them. So they are blocked off in certain areas, but yeah, there's gonna be some weaving going on over here. This is gonna be a nutty naval map. So, who was I facing on this map? None other than the Mr. AdvanceWarrior, one of the other Days of Ruin YouTubers out there. He's still doing a tournament. That's a pretty banger of a tournament, not gonna lie. Some really close, badass games. Should go check it out. Anyway, I played him before. This is before I played Plague. This is at the very beginning of my Tiny Wars career. I was a little worse back then. I didn't know what I was doing. I just learned the fog mechanics. And this is a fog map. You guys, it looks standard right now, but you can tell soon the fog's gonna come in and the goblins are gonna come out to feast. Anyway, I didn't quite understand the mechanics very well. I made a lot of mistakes on this map, but it's a very fun game to watch. So anyway, I played Mr. AdvanceWarrior, who's actually a pretty damn good Days of Ruin player. I would argue that he's better at Days of Ruin than he is at Advanced Wars by Web. He's a good player. So this was my second Fog of War game of all time, I think, on Tiny Wars. So it was certainly baptism by fire, especially with all the naval units and the like. So I think you guys will enjoy this banger of a match. Now let's look at the COs over here. How do I look at this new... Oh, there we go. So, my opponent, Mr. AdvanceWarrior, he went a little easy on me. He chose Gage. Gage is actually one of the worst COs in all of Tiny Wars. Just by virtue of... He's an indirect guy. He's like Grit, but like Grit who's neutered. Like, Grit just... He's just a bad Grit. He's like... I don't know, rip-off Grit. Basically, same boarding cost. The zone is 2 this time, so a little smaller zone. All units in the CO zone, 10-10. And then indirect and naval units get an extra 20-10. So not even that great for a 2-2. So if you're an indirect, you're going to get 30 attack, 20 defense, which is, yeah, it's alright, I guess. Nothing to, sneeze at, but not really that great either for just a zone radius of 2. If I was going to buff this guy, I'd probably increase his zone radius to 3 or 4, or maybe increase this to 30, 20 or something like that. It's just not a very good CO. Not many people use him. He's like at the bottom tier. His super CO power, all indirect units get 2% or 2 extra max attack range, and everything on the map gets 10-10, and the indirect units also get the 20-10 as well. So they get that nice 30-20 in the +2 range. So it's all right if you can get this CO power. The thing is, you don't want to load your CO into an indirect unit. You might be wondering, wait, but he's the indirect specialist. Why don't I just put him in artillery? Why don't I just put him in a rocket? Well, you can't really move your CO and attack in an indirect unit. And in Tiny Wars, you want to have your unit be able to move and attack in the same turn. So you can get some charge, you can move over somewhere to get some more charge, and then like get things involved. I'm bad at explaining this, but if you're in an indirect unit, you're going to find a lot harder to gain charge than if you're in a direct unit, where you can attack and move to another area and get a bunch of charge, then move to another area, get a bunch of charge. This one, you shoot for one spot, and you're stuck there. Your units around you have to stay where you are to get charge, and they can't go to a new area. So you're limited to where you begin on the turn to get charge, if you understand what I'm saying. Anyway, so even though if you're Gage, I would still put him in a tank, put him in a recon, put him in an APC, even a copter, I don't care. Just put him in a CO unit that is not an artillery, not a rockets, maybe a battleship. A battleship could be pretty decent, but it would cost you a shit ton of money. Anyway, I'm Penny, because Penny's badass and my favorite CO in all of Tiny Wars, and maybe even Advanced Wars in general, in terms of playability. I mean, Flak's cooler, Hawk's cooler, but Penny is really fun to play. As you guys know, not affected by weather, 3 zones, a pretty big zone, 10-10, not very good, but it's all about the random weather. Will you get the rain? Ooh. Will you get the snow? We get the sandstorm. Woo! Those are the 3 reactions you get from them. And they're all really good. Worst is the snow. Only lowers your opponent's movement by 1. Still pretty good though. I mean, makes the infantry pretty shitty. Rain is probably the second best, but also arguably the best. Makes them lose all vision except for 1. It's a fog of war map, no matter if it's standard or fog of war. It's the most fun. Rain is my favorite. No questions asked, rain is my favorite. The best is probably sandstorm because it lowers all of your enemies' attack by 30% for 3 turns. All of these are for 3 turns. -1 movement, 3 turns. Rain, 3 turns. Sandstorm, 70% attack for all of your opponent's units, 3 turns. So if you can get Penny's superpower, I know her day-to-day sucks balls. She's not very good day-to-day power, but that's superpower, baby. Oh. But it's a casino bot. You never know what you're gonna get. If you get snow, I usually let out a groan when I get a snow. And then I get about a yip when I get rain. And then I give out a snarl or something when I get sandstorm. I don't know. I make some weird noises, as you guys well know. Anyway, I'd say I have the CO advantage, not gonna lie. I think he went a little easy on me because Advanced Warrior had some more experience. This is my second fall game overall. Advanced Warrior's probably got like 30, 40, 50 games under his belt. So he's much better experienced player. But I got the Deej intuition. I don't play much. I didn't play much at this time, but I just had the intuition. I think I can do I know what I'm doing. I played a lot of Advanced Wars in my time. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the match itself, ladies and gentlemen. And we're off. So, starts off, Mr. Advanced Warrior. Starting off is Blue Gauge on the left. As you may have noticed, you got this little lander over here. Can transport infantry over to this bottom island over here to get the airport in the city. Or you can go to little Fiji Island over here, get 1 property. Or you can go to this mainland over here. Actually, you can just walk across once you get to this island, but it's pretty cool. There's a comm tower as well. You gotta get that. If you don't have a comm tower in Days of Ruin, that's really bad. This island over here, you're gonna have to invest in a T-copter though. You can't get your lander over here. The lander's good to get to the middle, it's good to get to the bottom, but it's not gonna get you to the side, so you're gonna have to get a T-copter. I immediately go for the base over here because that's what you do. Doesn't matter if it's Advanced Wars by Web, doesn't matter if it's Tiny Wars, you're gonna go for the base first in most situations. Going for the double bikes over here. I think we both do dual bikies, biker bobs. And this is a nice chain right here, so it's an obvious first infantry rather than the bike. Oh, actually, I go for a infantry over here, save up a little mun, and just go for a bike at the top. And I could have gotten a bike there, don't get me wrong, but I was just feeling an infantry, you know? Sometimes you're just feeling that. So yeah, I'm going for the middle though. I'm foregoing this cap over here because this is a nice chain over here. I could have gone to the top over here, but I still wouldn't reach that in 2 turns because this wasteland actually does take 3 movements, so I would not reach it in time. So yeah, pretty standard stuff. I go immediately for the airport because I want to get the airport. I want to get to this Fiji island over here. I want to get to this island more importantly to get these 2. A lot of people ask, when do I invest in a T-copter to get island support and stuff? If there's 2 cities, I typically go for it. If there's just 1, I typically don't go for it because you need to have pressure on your opponent. You want to have map control. For going 5k early on in the game is not always worth it. So I go for a recon because I want to put some pressure. I'm expecting some artillery and whatnot, so I'm going to get my beep going in the middle and start harassing. Try to stop this cap, maybe stop this cap, maybe stop these 3 caps right here. You don't really want to cap the temporary port because the temporary port doesn't include any income, but bring my recon in, Riki. See, it takes 2 turns for me to even get over here. But it's a nice chain. I can get this, comm tower, then back over here. I immediately get the airport over there. I'm going for the top over here. This infantry will get that, then cross over. I have a bike over here because it's a nice chain over here as well. Start down here, then there, then there. Pretty standard stuff so far. We're kind of mirroring for the most part. He's a little more developed. He really wanted the comm tower early. I think he was really worried about that. He's not really threatening me on comm tower though because beaches really slow down bikes, so he's not really a threat to capture my comm tower. And not much closer anyway. But he actually chooses to put his CO unit in a recon, which I agree with. Don't put in the artillery. Maybe a tank would have been better, but or APC if you're feeling feisty. But a recon, not a bad idea for Gauge. You're gonna want to put some artillery behind it, but not a terrible idea. I think I built a copter. Yeah, T-copter this turn. No boosties. Sadly, no boosties. So I can get in this, and I'm probably gonna go to Fiji Island up here before I go to Double City Isle. So. But I went for the early T-copter, whereas Mr. Advanced Warrior, if I remember correctly, he did not. I try to stop anything over here. He actually goes hard middle. He goes for the artillery, he goes for the recon early, where I'm just going for some pretty light stuff. I could have got a tank maybe earlier if I didn't go for this build, but I'm going to spam mechs and I'm going to get those 2 islands. Whereas Mr. Advanced Warrior, he's just going balls to the wall in the middle. Now he sees what's going on. He sees my recon. He brings the artillery, not quite in range yet. But yeah, he's just going for hard middle. I'm expecting the... Okay, a bike over there. So, pretty standard so far. No fighting. We see each other, or the recon saw each other in the replay, at least. Drop my guy on Fiji. Get my tank going in the middle. I just love Penny tanks. CO tanks just go hand in hand. I always put Penny in a tank. I could put him in a medium tank or something, or a copter maybe, but I just go tank most of the time because tanks have more survivability. You put her in a copter, AA, you're just dead. You lose all your charge. Penny is all about the charge. It's less about everything else. It's not about the boosts in the bit. It's not about the day-to-day. It's all about the charge and the superpower. So you want something with longevity. So I put her in a tank, and if the tank gets weakened, I combine that tank with another tank, so it has longevity. It's not going to die in one hit, basically, to any unit whatsoever. So I put some artillery because it is a pretty indirect heavy map, so Gage is in complete garbo. And I attack with my recon. I was feeling a little feisty over here, but I can probably easily get trapped right here, so it's a little sus, as the boomer kids would say. The boomer kids, the Gen Z kids would say, that's sus. I still, to this day, I don't know what that means. Shout out to the boomer kids. Yeah, so that recon's dead. He's gonna get some charge from it as well. I like that positioning. He's gonna get that artillery's gonna graduate from high school or whatever and get an extra 10% firepower from the kill probably. And he'll get some nice charge. So I'm Penny. I'm feeling good. I'm getting these double cappies. I'm gonna get my comm tower. Everything's going fine. Income's looking good for me. He still hasn't got the T-copter. He's just going balls to the wall in the middle. I love my T-copters though. I want to get the bottom. I built a copter. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. Nothing out of this world. I am covering this property. Okay. I capped the temporary port just because YOLO. It doesn't actually do anything, really. So I think it gives like, oh yeah, it hides your units. So it's kind of cool in that sense, I guess, but really doesn't do too much. But that recon is alright pizzle. Actually kills with a tank, so the tank graduates high school. Maybe he'll get his undergrad soon, and then finally get his PhD. And yeah, so pretty is Gage, you want to be a little defensive early on. You want to get some more indirects. Now he's got the flare. Flare's a pretty boss, not gonna lie. I think I got a flare a little too late in this game because I'm just used to the Advanced Warrior web. Oh, get a recon. Recon good vision. Yay. Flares are pretty badass, especially when you're hiding in cities and whatnot. Yeah, they're pretty cool. So I think I invest in a flare later on, but we're going down to the bottom, baby. I need those 2 proppies. But right now I have better control of the middle than he does. I have this property over here, and I have this property over here, and he does not have either one of these, so I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling like I'm doing pretty good. Oh yeah, I have a mech over there. That's why I brought my thing down. I didn't immediately go down to that island over there. I wanted to ferry some mechs, because everyone loves mechs in Days of Ruin. Everyone loves their mechs. Oh, I built another T-copter. I was double T-copting it. Double T-copting it. That's a sign of a good time. When you're building 2 T-copters, you're having a fun game. That's all I'm going to say. Gets a kill. Now he graduated high school. That hurts. Now he's already got 20 charge. So he's got more charge than me. I have 0 charge. But I'll get some charge after I attack that stupid little infantry. If I see it, but I don't have a flare. And my recon's dead, so I don't really have vision right now. Which kind of sucks. He builds a rocket. It's only turn 10, and he's building rockets. He's going to put that rocket in a nice little pocket over here, and it's going to do a lot of damage. Look at this road. All roads and a city. 2 turns, that rocket's going to be on the front line and doing a lot of damage. There's an artillery up here. There's an artillery up here. The Great Wall of indirects is forming, and I don't know it yet, but it's going to be scary. So I remember this turn, the baboon brain juices started flowing in my head. I was like, oh, let's have a nice... What's that? Like, I started having a transport. I don't know if you guys know Animorphs. Maybe I'm too old for you guys. But when I was a kid, there's this thing called Animorphs, and the kids turn into like animals. I'm turning into a gorilla this turn because I made some absolute brain dead moves. You'll see soon enough. I think it was this turn. Yeah, so I bring my tank over here to attack a biker without any vision whatsoever. My CO unit too. I was like, yeah, I need charge. But I walk right into this tank and artillery. So that is 100% dead tank. And that's not just 7k down the drain. That's 10.5k down the drain. Absolute just baboon in it. But I doubled down. I'm like, you know what? It's going to die, but I'm going to put my artillery here. I'm going to get a blast off. I don't give a shit anymore. Bring it on. So I'm proliferating a few units there at the bottom, but nothing too serious. I build an anti-air this turn. Starting to make, I'm just going to be mech chaining. Get a chain. Mechs going. Boom over here, boom over here, boom over here. I just want to have a lot of mechs. Since I'm investing so much in the T-copters, I figure I might as well spam some mechies. Some mechy monkeys. So, as you can probably tell, that is a 100% dead tank, which is cool. He gets vision that way. I would have used the flare for vision instead of that, but, you know, to each their own. Boom, boom. And I just lost my CO unit, which sucks. And I don't have a tank on a HQ. I don't have a tank on a whatever the hell it's called, a base. So I can't really put a CO unit in a tank this turn, which is quite bad. You want to have a CO unit as soon as possible with Penny, because your whole game plan depends on getting your superpower. Penny won't win without a superpower. I don't care how good you are, unless you're playing some real, like, you go to the local zoo and you're playing the gorillas or something. You're going to lose if you don't get your CO power. So, yeah, a little bad move by me, kind of dumb. And by kind of dumb, I mean extremely dumb. So yeah, there's just a terrible turn or whatever. I also like the idea of, like, something terrible happens and it's like, or whatever. Son, your mom and I decided we're getting divorced or whatever. Sorry, I'm just saying stupid stuff, ignore me. I bring my copter because he doesn't have any anti-air in range, actually. I got super lucky that, one turn away. Oh, one extra space away. So that, I got lucky with that copter, not gonna lie. Doubling down, because that's what I do. I'm super stubborn in this game. More so than even Advanced Wars by Web. The ego is strong, I'm super stubborn. Got the mech chains going. And at this point, it's not going too bad. I mean, I lost the unit, but it's, you know, I was feeling, okay, so, you guys wanted to see some big beefy units. You guys wanted to see some naval units. Well, before this game started, I said, I'm building my ass a battleship. Did I put a CO unit in this battle? Oh, I don't even remember. It's been like a month since I played this game. But yeah, so this battleship's pretty scary. I haven't seen the rocket yet. I don't know what he has. He might have a battleship himself, but I'm like, you know what? Things are going pretty bad over here. I'm going to build a battleship because I'm kind of a cool person sometimes, maybe. This guy just sneaking over here, Viet Cong style. I don't know, hiding in whatever the hell that is. He's got charge, though. He's got 26 charge, so he's going to get more this turn. Retreat to the tankies, as you should. Move just a single, hiding over there. Oh, don't mind me. Nothing going on over here? Yeah, I'm not falling for that bullshit. Uses his flare, so now he sees all of my units over here. See, flares are super good. Still haven't built my own flare because I'm not really familiar with it, and I'm also just making bad decisions. But his recon's doing pretty good. It's doing a pretty good job as the CO unit, not taking any damage, getting enough charge. But he's being a little passive because he wants to build up his indirects. Battleship too. Battleships are indirect, so that battleship's gonna have 30% attack, 20% extra defense. I don't know how it's gonna die. That thing is not gonna die. So I'm a little worried when I do see it. I don't see it yet. I think I have my own battleship. And okay, so I make a really dumb decision here. Penny, put in a tank. Maybe put in a copter. Probably not a copter. Maybe a recon. I don't know. Don't put it in the battleship and spend 12,500 buckaroonies. Oh, because it's all about the CO zone. It's not about the unit itself. So it's not about the day-to-day. It's all about the zone. And I'm beholden to just 5 spaces and to the sea area. I should have put it in the recon. I should have put it in the tank, but you live and you learn. I spent a shit ton of money just to get that CO battleship. But I think I kill something this turn, maybe? No, not even kill anything. I just move it over here, spend a shit ton of money, but he doesn't see it yet, so he doesn't know about the big boy battleship. But this battleship, I can go over here. I cannot go over here because there's 2 shoals. I wanted to go over here, but there's 2 shoals, so my battleship is actually landlocked. It's a landlubber battleship, so I have to stop right here, but I can go as far as over here. Yeah, so I still have a lot of movement, but I'm stuck to I'm a little limited. Not completely limited, but, you know, a little limited. Kill off some stuff. Now, college-educated anti-air. So I see he's doing some bullshit over here, so I know his anti-air is, like, luring me. So I go for the top over there instead, because, you know, might as well get something out of it. My battleship's getting away with a lot. Mech chain continues. Capping down here. Advanced Warrior is just neglecting that island entirely. I'm just going balls to the wall. Time to let the apes loose at the top over here. I've decided this is where I'm going to go attack. Down here I'm just chilling. Middle I'm chilling. Up here is where I'm attacking. Got my anti-air ready. I could shift these upwards. I can shift my battleship up there. Look at that range next turn. Ooh, yeah, look at that range. The idea was, even if he does kill my copter, I'm going to one-shot his anti-air. So, yeah, battleship super strong when it's veteran. And then, but he's getting a lot of charge. Boom, boom. He's already got 46 charge. He's getting near a superpower. That's the power of Gauge. And boom! Now he's up to 54 charge. He's going to get his superpower next turn. Extra 2 range, extra 2 range, extra 2 range. Luckily, he's only got 3 indirect units. I thought he'd have more at this point, but he was just going with little standard tanks, anti-air, which is fine. But he goes in the range over here, which is a little, I think that struck me as, like, you saw me over here, right, dude? But I think he was just feeling cocky because he's got all these things over here and he can use his power next turn and punish me. But he does get some kills up there, unfortunately. Brings his anti-air up there. I do not see it still, but I will see it soon enough. Copter comes into play, uses his flare, sees everything. Still hasn't seen my battleship, though. It's a sneaky battleship. Now he's building the the artillery. Now he's getting more indirects, preparing for that superpower that's coming. The good thing about the battleship is it doesn't really die easily. So I will get some power, hopefully, eventually. So now I gotta move it and attack. I built a bomber because I'm feeling big boy. Boomba. 7. Yeah, good need. I got 12 charge. It's not terrible. Boomba. Boom. I want some extra charge. I don't give half a shit about that that stupid little anti-air. I'm sacking my copter because I'm just going YOLO mode. I just want some charge. I know I need some sandstorm. I know I need some rain. I need something. I need something to cook right here because it's not going too great for me in the middle. I'm losing some units. He got some free kills with his rockets, his artillery. Look at these veterans over here. Got a kill, got 2 kills, got 1 kill. Me, on the other end, I got that 1 artillery that's doing a pretty good job, and I got that 1 anti-air, but everything else, maybe there's infantry. But his units are getting a lot more kills. He's got the KD ratio right now, and I'm not loving that. But I got double anti-airs. I'm kind of retreating from the middle. I'm moving upward. I don't know what... I don't need to have my recon there. I don't know why I really attacked into that. He's going to get free charge. That was really dumb. I think I built a flare this turn. Yeah, I built a flare this turn. Ooh, remembered. It just seemed so like I needed it. I can't see any of this shit. Well, I can see with the recon, but I'm not going to see it next turn. I got my bomber because I expected the battleship, and I was right. I think I saw something get shot at far away, and I assumed it was the battleship. Now he can use the super. And he does. He immediately pops the superpower, and I was like, whoa. Shit. Battleship. First thing he does with the superpower. Of course. Boom. Ah. That's a lot of damage. Remember the battleship. 25,000. Another 12.5 thousand. 37,500 funds. He just did 19,000 approximately in damage in that just one shot. Ouch. And the rocket hasn't moved yet. Ooh. Boom. Okay, so luckily for me, he does not have these other indirects in play right now, but he's going balls to the wall. Boom. They have strong attacks. Don't forget, because he's got everything globally is 10-10. So all his units are stronger. My CO unit power is far from happening. It's only 29 charge, but he was a war tank. Yeah, he's going big, beefy units now. He doesn't want to let me come back. Boom. Getting some kills. Yeah, it's not looking great for me right now. Capping this, I don't know how I'm going to stop that cap. I do have the income advantage by virtue of just having this bottom property, but I thought we were tied at this point. But now, just like that, I'm at 41. I can actually get my power soon if I... See, the thing about having these units that can move, I can get a lot of kills there, then I move it over here, I got a lot of kills up there as well, and then I can get to 60 charge. So, you want a unit that moves when you're doing your CO powers. Boom. And just like that, I get the kill. But what happens? Snow. It's not like when you wake up in elementary, middle school, or high school, and you see snow, and you're like, yay! It was the opposite for me. I saw this snow, and I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. That's not gonna cut it. I am losing now. I'm losing. There's a battleship with full HP. Mine's not at full HP. There's rockets. There's other shit as well. They're veterans. They're killing everything. He's gonna get this property. Like, snow is not gonna cut it. I was like, no. Am I gonna lose now? Shit. Oh, I was so cocky at the beginning of the game. I was like, oh, I'll build a carrier. I'll be building seaplanes, cruisers. Yeah, about that. AdvanceWarrior's a good player, so I was hurting at this point. Let's take a quick look at the peakies over here. Quick look at the peakies. Yeah, he's winning by about 30,000 in terms of unit value. I have unit count, but he's winning unit value. So not all is lost, but it's not pretty. I start capping because I see him capping and I need to do something. I don't know why I was going balls to the wall over here. I'm going up here. I shouldn't be attacking on all fronts at once, but whatever. Boom, not gonna happen. Ugh, the tanks come in. Kapauga. Boom, another kill. And now he's just beating me at the top on my strong side too. Ow, ow, ow. Just not pretty. Just not pretty. Gets the extra city. And now I think that he's ahead 2k. But he hasn't got this island. I'm like, dude. At the end of the game, I'm like, dude, you didn't get this island? But yeah, I'm capping the island. So we're actually doing pretty similarly in terms of income. I'm just behind 1k instead of behind 2 or 3k. So... yeah, you take it. He builds a rig, and I was like, what? But now that I see his rockets is getting so much work. It's already fired. How many do they start with? 5? Okay, they only start with 5, so he got 3 shots off already. He needs to refuel that. He needs to refuel his artillery. Rigs are pretty important. I think things have less shots in Days of Ruin than they do in Advanced Wars by Web. Tanks have like 9 shots in Advanced Wars by Web, and they only have 6 here, so everything is like minus 3 or 4 shots than they typically do. Anti-air's used to have like 9, now they have 6. So rigs are actually a little bit more important for the most part. You can build temporary ports and crap if that's your fetish. I personally, I'm not a huge fan of temporary ports and stuff unless I have a plan behind it. So I'm starting to heal everything because everything's going shitty. I think I have to retreat here. There's no real hope for me. I'm just losing. I bring my thing in, I'm like, YOLO, I'm gonna lose this probably, but whatever. I'm gonna lose to this battleship. But I bring in the bomber because I'm so feisty. I see that anti-air there, but I'm like, I need charge. I don't even care. I got 19 charge, just like, maybe I can block with his infantry. It's not gonna work, but I'm doing everything for charge. Oh, it's so... at the end of that turn, I still have less unit value than he does. But luckily for me, I have more units for some reason. But, yeah, ouch. Uses the flare. Doesn't actually attack my bomber, and I was like, what? So he didn't want to weaken it, I guess. Could have done it if he wanted to, but he didn't. And, but yeah, I didn't mind that at all. Boomba. It lives! 37,000. Down the drain. Boom. Look at this college grad over here. What the hell is going on? My units are just dropping like flies. Oh my goodness. Still hasn't built the T-copter though. I'm like, okay. But it's not looking great. Really not looking great. He's ahead 40,000 now. Same income because he still hasn't got the island, thankfully, but it's not looking too hot. And I'm like, alright. F it, we're putting in a copter. I don't even care anymore. It'll die on one shot to an anti-air, but YOLO, let's just go. I need to attack things. My mechs come in, get some kills. Just 1 kill, actually. Bring my copter in, Kapauga. Do kill his battleship off there. Yeah, 25k, baby. Boom. However, it will... ooh, he has to kill my my mech first before to wrap it around. He can come down from the top over here, so it's going to be a little tricky. I'm going to try to make it tricky for him. I'm not going to give him my bomber for free. So I try to block. I throw a bunch of random shit together, and I try to block from the bomber being killed. See what's going on over here. It looks pretty solid. He's got to kill the infantry. He's got to kill this mech and the artillery and this mech over here. Like, I think it looks pretty safe, right? Like, I thought it was pretty safe. Bring my infantry over here. I see what's going on. This mech is probably dead anyway, though. It's 100% dead, actually. But yeah, he's getting close to a super... no, he's not, actually. He's only at 19. But anti-air tank. I'm just getting unit count, I think. Do I build another copter? No, I do not. I just built an infantry. I think I'm saving up for something big. I got 7k in the bank. Dead. Just like that. Oh my goodness. Just like that. Boom. 1 shot. On the temporary port by this graduate fellow. Rocket over there. Probably ran out of freaking fuel or ammo. It did run out of fuel. It's going to be resupplied this turn, but damn, that rocket's getting a lot of value. Boom. 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 Look at all this charge. He's already at 48 charge. Boom. Okay, I don't think he killed... This is my bomber. My bomber's now a veteran. It's doing pretty damn good. I don't think he's going to kill it, though. Unless that recon can somehow kill my mech, which I doubt. Yep. Okay. So, we live to see another day. But I have no charge for super or anything. He builds a Dusta. I don't really know what the Dusta is for. I guess he just saw me spamming bomber, copters. Probably have another copter, which I do. So a Duster actually makes sense because fighters are so garbage in this game. They're just they massacred my boy. So I'm getting no charge yet. Nothing's really in my range that can attack. So all these attacks are all charge free. Getting away with a little bit of murder in terms of my air units. Does this reach? Oh, it does reach my bomber. Alright, pistol. Yeah, so I can't see into the city because it's hidden in the fog. So I'm being pretty reckless with my air units. Because, I don't know, I'm just YOLOing it. At this point, I was like, do I resign or do I just like keep playing on and hope for the best? I'm actually ahead in unit value and in unit count somehow. I don't know how. Maybe it's just the island, I don't know. But it's going to shift next turn, that's for sure. So I'm still in it. I'm building another battleship. I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's go. Bring in the mech spam. I'm starting to proliferate a bit of infantry over here. I'm not really doing too much. I'm inching forward. I'm testing the water, see what's going on over there. Can't really front shift to the top, so they're kind of useless because I'm stuck here. I can't go through here because he's got the bulk. So we're kind of separate two fronts. One big battle here, big battle here, big battle here. Weak side for both of us. Strong side for both of us. Medium side for both of us. So now he sees what I have, and I think that copter... Another CO unit. It's gonna bite the dust, isn't it? Live. Live. Live! Yes. Yes. Get the charge. I have 0 charge anyway. Oh my god, man, I'm playing so horseshit. Oh, it's so sloppy. So sloppy. I lost my bomber too. Yeah, about that unit count. Well, I got the unit count, but about that unit value advantage. Yeah, that evaporated. Artillery's coming in. He's got a superpower coming up. Now he only had 3 indirect units before. Now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, a little bit of an improvement. He's probably gonna build more this turn. Just in case he doesn't use them. Use his, super. Maybe a battleship, really? And base cap? Yeah, oh no, he builds a recon. Once again, he's ahead by 40,000 approximately. Boomba. But I'm actually getting charged from this now. So my copter. Clutch. Coming in. Battleship coming in. Boom. I'm already at 36 charge. 1 HP copter. Let's go, baby. And now I'm like, F it. We're going in. No more playtime. Playtime is over. I did my little YOLO. I do my little drive-by. Woo! Just to see what's in the city over there. Boom. Yeah, that's right. Flares can fight too. Don't underestimate the flares. They're pretty badass when they want to be. Boom. We're getting some charge. We're at 46 charge, baby. We're not giving up yet. Nuh-uh-uh. Nuh-uh-uh. Getting off Fiji. This guy, whole game, just straight up chilling. Drinking a pina colada. Listening to Hachi's theme song. But now, you gotta get your ass involved. All hands on deck. We're doing a mobilization. So, yeah, you better get your ass over there. I don't care how old you are, but you're fighting in the war at this point. These guys are probably dead, though. So that was kind of dumb. But, you know, it is what it is. But, another superpower. And, this is gonna hurt. This is probably gonna hurt. Dusta, dead. Okay, so that wasn't terrible. That flare, damn, that flare is a badass. Look at that. It's like, that hurt. Ow, that hurt. Took 3 hits to take him out. That's a badass flare. I had 48 charge. Another unit dies. Bites the dust. I'm not getting my super. He sees my battleship. He sees everything because the flares are ballers. Yeah, these are all dead. These are all dead. Ouch. Ouch. This free kills. I can't even... Well, I'll reach the copter and kill it, but still, like... now I'm down to only 11,000 and he's up to 150,000 and I'm up to only 110,000 basically. Builds the anti-tank. Anti-tanks are really good. If you can get your anti-tank to move to a certain... Like, look how bad. It's going to take 2 turns for it to even get in that land over there. That's how bad they are at movement. Terrible movement, but once you get into the front lines, those things don't die. Only thing that can kill them is bombers and, like, 3-4 infantry. Tanks do, like, 20% to those things, man. Anti-tanks are so good. But, yeah, I lost my copter, my CO unit, again. So I said, F it. Didn't learn my lesson. I lost my copter. I almost lost it to one shot, but I'm like, F it. F it. Another copter. I don't have any tanks ready, so I'm building another CO unit. Kill off his copter, because I'm a meanie. I'm a bad boy. I'm using... Now I'm just using this T-copter. It's running out of fuel. It's got 5 fuel. Now I'm just using it as a blocker and to get fission. So, boom. Fighting. I'm not giving up. No, my battleship's getting there. That's a tough little battleship. I'm not giving up. I got some money in the bank, too. Don't you forget it. We're tied on income. Even though I think he's been ahead this entire time by this one property, we've been tied this entire time. Real big blunder not getting these 2 properties at the top. But, yeah, so we're pretty even now, sort of. But it's not looking too hot. I'm still ahead on unit. One thing that stays consistent, I'm ahead on unit counts. And I take pride in that. It's the most important metric. I'm holding down the fort. It's already turned 20, but I've been consistently had unit count. I'm behind on everything else usually, or I'm been tied with unit value sometimes, but and income. But builds another battleship because battleships are just baller on this map. I wanted to build a carrier so bad, but when you're losing, you only build carriers when you're winning, and I have not been winning like at all this whole match. At the beginning of the map, I was like, oh, I'm going to flex. I'm going to build a battleship. I'm going to build a carrier, some seaplanes. We're going to put some weird shit. Then reality hit, and I was like, oh, shit. I way underestimated AdvanceWarrior. I can't just be spewing out hot garbage. But now I'm getting some charge. Well, 7 charge. 7 charge. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I learned my lesson. I keep my copter hidden from you, so you can't see it. Can't even see the aura. You can't see the aura until you see the unit. So sometimes it's hidden how good the units actually are. So your damage calculator might not actually 100% reflect how good a unit is because you can't see the aura. Build a rig. So at this point in the game, I was like, yo, Deej, let's be honest with yourself. You're losing. It's cool. You're losing. I've lost many times. I'm going for the HQ cap. I don't give half a shit anymore. But my battleship, I can't go through these shoals. How am I gonna get on the HQ and fire and stuff? I'm gonna bring my rig, build a temporary port, then my battleship can go through. And I can get here, nice little nestled roost, fire away, baby, and all these units over here. Block something here, something in the mountain, maybe an artillery there. I'm gonna get HQ. So I built the rig just to put it right here or here. Either one will do. This one's easier because it's closer. This was like the galaxy brain moment for me. I was like, oh shit, I'm going to get that rig and I'm going to build a temporary port. It takes 2 turns to build. Oh, but I was so excited. I was like, yes, he's never going to see this shit coming. I'm going for the HQ rush. F it. I've lost down here. Whatever. These guys aren't doing jack shit. I have like a artillery, but who gives a shit? I need to go all out. I'm losing. You know, my ego's cast aside. I've been behind on all this shit. I mean, I got more units, whatever, but that was my plan. So, let's see if it works. Keep in mind, you got a chimpanzee / orangutan at the wheel, so things don't always work out how you think they will. Oh, spoiler alert. That's so dumb. Okay, so I lose a tank there. I lose a lot of units, actually. But it's not the end of the world. You know, I got more units up here than he does. Most of his units are down here, and they can't really go to the top. They're kind of stuck. I'm not going to go fight into the meat grinder like I was before, giving him free units. Instead, I'm going to be chilling up there at the top and stay away from his rockets, because I just know they're there. My whatever the hell it actually died of the fuel. It's kind of just like, bye-bye. Best Buy gift card. $35. Yeah, they sell $35 Best Buy gift cards. Look it up. And yeah, so I bring my dust over here. I'm just like, okay, HQ it is. Let's go, baby, let's go. HQ, let's go. HQ, let's go. HQ, let's go. I got 34 charge too. Feeling pretty damn good. Yeah, that song's not... That's a song you like hear on Kids Bop or some shit. It's terrible. Build another battleship. Now I'm like, the roost is coming to... One's gonna be here. One's gonna be here. We're double roosting it. Oh, there's gonna be a rooster here. There's gonna be a rooster here. It's gonna be nuts. I was fantasizing. I was like, oh my gosh. When I build that temport, oh, the roost is coming. The roost is coming. The APC speeding over there as quickly as it possibly can. DG's preparing for the HQ push. Will Mr. Advanced Warrior notice that with his big clump of units over here? Boomba. He's starting to get some kills. It's going to be hard to cap it, though, with his battleship that will be able to lock the HQ, though. Boom. Gets a hit off of my battleship. Boom. 36 charge. Oof, that hurts. That hurts. I don't have an anti-air in range either. So his fighter, or his Dusta, did get a free hit off. Yeah, he's getting feisty. He sees something's up over here. He sees all up over here, and now he's bringing all his units over here. He's got 13 charge. It's going to be hard to break into that, not going to lie. He's getting another cap, or he's trying to get another cap. But I am not giving up. It's not looking great. Look, 30,000 ahead, but I got the unit count. I got 45 charge. If I can get 60, dope. I go for the cap. If I can sneak my artillery there, too, I can probably get a safe cap. It's not going too great over here, but I do have an artillery, which he obviously sees, but it's hard to stop him. I have 2 artillery, so good luck breaking through that. So I'm stronger over here, actually. He needs to back the hell up. I'm going to whoop his ass down here. He's super strong in the middle. I'm stronger at the top, and I'm stronger at the bottom. I go for that unit because F him. Because he had... Look, I know I could have done a lot more damage. He only had 19 charge. I mean, I could have attacked the battleship. I could have attacked the rockets. Like, the rockets, I could see the rockets. Because I have vision from this, this city has 2 visions. So I see all this shit. Instead, I'd go for the 4K, whatever the hell it's called, recon. Because, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, that's why. Don't have a good explanation. The rig's there, though. The rig is so close. Right here, rig build. Right here, rig build. 13 fuel. Man, these T-copters, man. These T-copters are boss. This guy's... Mobilization still hasn't reached this island over here. So he's just chilling. He's like that Japanese dude after the war ended, Japan fought on for like 30 more years. So he has no idea what's going on. But yeah, he's still ahead of men unit count. Little did I know he built a sub CO unit. And subs in this game are automatically hidden. You don't dive them, they just always are hidden. They have 6 movement now, 20k. Yeah, and they're pretty damn good. They will murder battleships. They will murder carriers really badly. It'll be a 1-hit KO on a battleship, I think, since it's a CO unit and it's got the veteran C. It'll murder things. I had no idea. I had no idea this thing even existed. I was like, okay, interesting. Boom. So he's getting some charge. Sees the flare over there. This is scary. Look at all these veterans over here. Look at all these grads. Boom. 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 Really reckless with this anti-tank over here. Right next to my mech. I don't agree with that. He just really wanted this property, I think, but not... I don't think that's worth it. He's going really hard for that property. Whatever, he really wants the property. Okay. But I got 53 charge. 53 charge. You can bet a certain appendage in your groin area, I'm going to be popping a power this turn. Just saying. Just saying. He's ahead 30,000 again. Things are okay. It's just standard. At this point, I'm just used to being behind so many in unit count, or unit value. But, immediately, 59! Well, I'm getting that. Well, I'm getting that. Boom. Boom! Sandstorm this time. Yeah, baby. Got the worst the first time. The best now. All his units, 70% attack. Oh, hell yeah. And I have plus 10/10 this turn as well. His units aren't going to do shit to me. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, they're playing the guitar. It's getting squealy over here. And I think I make a really baboony brain. Remember this rig that was supposed to build a temporary port on this little area over there? Let's see what it does. I build a freaking port over here. But there's 2 shoals right here. So I won't be able to reach it anyway. It's the most pointless freaking temporary port there ever was. I don't know what I was thinking. I spent 3 turns of planning and shit to get it over here. And all it does is build an extremely useless temporary port. And after I did it, I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? I need to be transferred to the nearest zoo and locked up. That was just so dumb. But he's not getting this property. He just needed 4 capture, but he's not getting it. Now, all these are 70% attack. I'm like, attack! I just go for the kills, bring in the artillery in. Bring the artillery in. Oh, I'm going balls to the wall. Now the sandstorm's up. Oh, hell yeah. These units aren't going to do shit to me. Boomba. Yeah, I'm getting this property up there, too. Yeah, buddy. I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling good. I'm ahead now in unit value. I'm ahead a lot in unit count by 12. So I'm loving this sandstorm. What is this? Did this battleship kill anything? No, it didn't do shit. Didn't do shit? Alright. Yeah. Kind of a big deal. I got a sandstorm up. Boom. Just barely kills off that anti-air. Tries to get over here. Oh, just tries to. But I got an artillery here. The sub, I don't even see the sub at all. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But that copter did scare me. It did hurt my tank or my battleship quite a bit. Actually, it didn't hurt that much. I only did 2 damage because of the sandstorm and my power's active. But okay, yeah. You're gonna get the little stupid property now. It's whatever. We've been even this whole time. He should have been ahead 28,000, 26,000 this entire time, but he never did. He never got those properties. I had no idea too. I was like, oh, I'm losing. Little did I know we're just tied on income. Look at this. Look, 7-7 from a forest onto a shoal. That's the power of sandstorm, baby. Boomba. And now I'm like, duh. Okay, I need to build the port here. Luckily for me, the sub is right there, and I'm like, oh. If I didn't make that baboon brain mistake, I wouldn't have seen the sub this turn. Or maybe I would have, I don't know. But, so I'm like, oh shit. I cannot get near that sub. It's gonna one-shot my battleships. Well, not in the sandstorm it won't, but... Oh, I'm going ham over here. Oh, it's a massacre. It's a genocide down there, I'm not gonna lie. I'm captured in that comm tower. I mean, there's a tank, but I got 2 anti-air. Artillery. I have 2 artillery, 1 anti-air. It's scary for him down there. Boomba. He's probably gonna get the middle copter property. Do I let him get it? Oh yeah, I built another. My CEO copter's back, baby. Boomba. See, that's the power of the sandstorm. I actually do not allow him to get that property. But I'm defended, so the sub actually can't reach me. Just barely out of range. 1, 2, 3, like, it could reach if he kills both of these copters, but I don't think he's going to kill both of these copters. I figured he'd have 1 anti-air. And he actually has 0 anti-air in the vicinity. Just this one over here. So they're going to get away with murder. So now, it's starting to look good for me this whole time. And then I build a cruiser, because I'm like, they're 16,000 now. They're cheaper. Let's see how much they do to the subs. Well, first off, they just absolutely murder air units. They're super good against air units now, and they have good defense. Look how much a copter does to a cruiser, 5%. That's on 0% defense. If it's in the shoal, oh lord, or whatever the hell it's, a wreath. Look at that, baby. That's pretty much a one-shot. Yeah, cruisers are pretty decent now. Well, not, they're still bad, but, yeah, whatever. How about a cruiser? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm kind of cool. And he resigns. Was it the cruiser that did it? The world may never know, but Lord have mercy on my soul. I thought I lost that many times, and I probably would have lost that if he did capture these 2 properties and had the income lead. He absolutely controlled the middle for so long. But I think it was ultimately the weak side. I randomly accumulated a bunch of units, was about to threaten to capture this comm tower. Probably this property as well. That kind of just randomly did it. And then the defense over here, I don't think CO power or CO loading a sub was a good idea either. But you know, we're both kind of making really baboony moves this whole game, so it was a lot of fun playing this game. I literally thought I was losing like 90% of this match. And until the end, I was like, what? What? I have more units? What? Like, didn't make sense to me, but yeah, I suicided like 4 of my CO units though, and that snow is also bullshit too. I hated that snow at the beginning, but that was a nutty game. A lot of battleships. We built like 2 each, maybe 3 each. Unfortunately, I was 1 turn away from realizing the final goal of my life: to build a shoal there, to build a thing there, get my battleship here, capture the HQ. Sadly, it didn't happen like that. Luckily, I didn't even need it to happen, but that would have been really cool. A really big flex, being able to move my battleship an extra 2 spaces to HQ lock. That would have been pretty damn cool. So it was a pretty fun match, not gonna lie. Yeah, at the end there, yeah, I kind of pulled away with 30,000. I mean, it had 30,000. That was ahead. 16 units, that really did it. 16 units, I mean, I'm just destroying him on unit count at the bottom over here. So, yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed Fog of War Heavy Naval Units map. So, anyway, if you got any questions, comments, or whatever the hell, just put it in the whatever the heck it's called, the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.